There were 3 beautiful sisters, fair and delicate. The dress of one was red, the second blue, and the third pure white. Hand in hand they danced in the bright moonlight by the calm lake. But they were human beings, not fairy elves. The sweet fragrance attracted them, and they disappeared in the wood. Here the fragrance became stronger. 3 coffins, in which lay the 3 beautiful maidens, glided from the thickest part of the forest into the lake. The fireflies flew lightly over them, like little flowing torches. Do the dancing maidens sleep, or are they dead? The scent of the flowers says that they are corpses. The evening bell tolls their knell. "You make me quite sorrowful," said little Gerda. "Your perfume is so strong. You make me think of the dead maidens. Oh, is little Kay really dead then? The roses have been in earth and they say no." Cling, clang, tolled the hyacinth bells. "We are not tolling for little Kay. We do not know him. We sing our song, the only one we know." Then Gerda went to the buttercups. They were glittering amongst the bright green leaves. "You are little bright suns," said Gerda. "Tell me if you know where I can find my playfellow." And the buttercups sparkled gaily and looked again at Gerda. What song could the buttercup sing? It was not about Kay. The bright warm sun shone on a little court, in the first warm day of spring. His bright beams rested on the white walls of the neighboring house, and close by bloomed the first yellow flower of the season, glittering like gold in the sun's warm ray. An old woman sat in her armchair at the house door, and her granddaughter, a poor and pretty servant maid, came to see her for a short visit. When she kissed her grandmother, there was gold everywhere, the gold of the heart in that holy kiss. It was a golden morning. There was gold in the beaming sunlight, gold in the leaves of the lowly flower, and on the lips of the maiden. "There, that is my story," said the buttercup. "My poor old grandmother," sighed Gerda. "She is longing to see me, and grieving for me as she did for little Kay. But I shall soon go home now and take little Kay with me. It's no use asking the flowers. They know only their own songs, and can give me no information." And then she tucked up her little dress, that she might run faster, but the narcissus caught her by the leg as she was jumping over it. So she stopped and looked at the tall yellow flower and said, "Perhaps you may know something." Then she stooped down quite close to the flower and listened. What did he say? "I can see myself, I can see myself," said the narcissus. "How sweet is my perfume! Up in the little room with a bow window stands a little dancing girl, half undressed. She stands sometimes on one leg and sometimes on both, and looks as if she would tread the whole world under her feet. She is nothing but a delusion. She is pouring water out on a teapot on a piece of stuff she holds in her hand. It is her bodice. Cleanliness is a good thing, she says. Her white dress hangs on a peg, and also been washed in the teapot and dried on the roof. She puts it on and ties a saffron-colored handkerchief round her neck, which makes the dress look wider. See how she stretches out her legs as if she was showing off on a stem. I can see myself. I can see myself. What do I care for all that? Said Gerda. You need not tell me such stuff. And then she ran to the other end of the garden. The door was fastened, but she pressed against the rusty latch, and it gave way. The door sprang open, and little Gerda ran out with bare feet into the wide world. She looked back 3 times, but no one seemed to be following her. At last she could run no longer, so she sat down to rest on a great stone. And when she looked round, she saw that the summer was over and autumn was very far advanced. She had known nothing of this in the beautiful garden, where the sun shone and the flowers grew all year round. Oh, how I wasted my time, said little Gerda. It is autumn. I must not rest any longer. And she rose up to go on, but her little feet were wounded and sore, and everything around her looked so cold and bleak. The long willow leaves were quite yellow. The dewdrops fell like water. Leaf after leaf dropped from the trees. The sloe thorn alone still bore fruit, but the sloes were sour and set the teeth on edge. Oh, how dark and dreary the world appeared!